Hey everyone, this is Zero Prime and welcome back to another episode of Zero Showcase, a series in which I showcase the games in my collection and other things I've collected during my time here in Beijing, China. And on today's episode, this is another set of stuff that I got from Thou Shall Play More, and ready to do a little showcase. So here we have the Super Famicom game, the Super Soccer, right here, which features soccer, like I'm guessing like the soccer teams in Japan, because again, I'm not much of a sports fan, so I wouldn't really know that much about the current, past teams and current teams and all that stuff, so, but rather interesting cover and everything. Then of course we have the original Space Invaders, like the granddaddy of all games. That basically this was like one of the popular arcade games to play at the time. And you would think that, the simplistic graphics of this, are not to be, not like, important and such nowadays, but if you think about it, if it weren't games like, Space Invaders and all that, we wouldn't have the current gaming generation right now if it weren't for the old games of older years. And here we have the Romancing Saga 3, which again, couldn't really get that far, couldn't get that far into it, but I don't think they were, I definitely have to take a look later out of curiosity, but I don't think they released the Romancing Sagas in the US. I don't think so, but then again, I can definitely be wrong, so there's that. And let's see, next we have Super Bomberman 3 on the Super Famicom. Not much can be said about it, of the classic Bomberman, where you place bombs, you try to blow up your enemies, or if you're playing multiplayer, you try to blow each other up to be the last one standing. So, right. Next we have, here is a game called Parlor, which is basically a simple pachinko game on the Super Famicom. And if anyone that has been to Japan or knows about Japan and everything, they would know that the pachinko machines are like the #1 popular games to play for people in Japan. Here, they don't have pachinko machines, but in the arcades they do have a lot of different coin machines for a lot of different things that they kind of do the same thing, here, in terms of, spending a lot of time playing them. Now, these two, they don't have the original boxes, but we have the Final Fantasy VI and Super Mario All-Stars. And this one is actually the PAL version, as, it has the Super Nintendo logo and everything. And of course, that's to show the different the different designs and everything between a Super Nintendo and a Super Famicom game, and all that is interesting. But definitely played a version of this on my channel, and haven't really done this one yet, but maybe someday in the future I'll get a chance to do that. Alright, next we're moving on to the Mega Drives, and yes, I did say Mega Drives, like Master of Monsters, which I definitely never heard about this one before, but it's definitely for the Master Drive, which is one of the very older consoles and everything. And just to show you real quick, right here, and it still has like the, the label is like, the manual is plastic covered, so we have the Master of Monsters. Then of course we have the Mickey Mouse World of Illusions, which I think in this version, besides playing just, Mickey Mouse, you can also play along with Donald Duck. So, funny how I played the Super Nintendo version of the Mickey Mouse game and thought I was not going to beat it, but then turns out I managed to beat it. So, I definitely, still remember that, but, here we go. And of course we have Space Harrier 2, which the cover is very interesting, as you definitely see, you know, like a, I guess like a woman's head on a serpent or worm body and such like that. And gameplay is rather simple. You're just on a hoverboard. You can move around and try to shoot the enemies coming your way and not get hit. So pretty simplistic mechanics right there. Then of course we got Sonic the Hedgehog 2 with Sonic and Tails. This is like, you know, the Japanese, you know, box and everything for that. It's completely different than the US release. And then we have Alex Kidd. Now, I definitely heard about the Alex Kidd series, and there was like so many different versions of the game released with this character. That's definitely, you know, I would consider like a one-hit wonder, because after a certain point, he just kind of faded from existence. And last one that we have is Super Thunder Blade. And again, this one, you know, is a simple helicopter game. You fly a helicopter, you shoot things, and there you go. So rather interesting cover at the time, so. But anyway, that's all the time I have for this episode, guys. So as usual, thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a comment below, subscribe for more video updates, share this on your Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and all other social medias. And don't forget the like button to have on the channel, and to turn on the notification bell to stay up to date on my channel. And if you guys want to help me out in some shape or form, I do have a Patreon account down below. And as usual, guys, thank you for watching, and have a pleasant day. Bye-bye.